Okay. Hi, this is iSpeed333. Currently, it is August the 23rd, 2025. Okay, it's right after the full moon. Well, not anyway. So I guess today I want to talk about Danny Williams slash Clinton and some of his astrology. Since I don't have his birth time, I can only pretty much just give just some overall things about his chart. But if I can't give like an exact things, so let me get started. I noticed that Danny Williams, his sun is inside of Sagittarius. But I tend to look at the overall. So let's see here. I see that he has Rahu inside of Taurus and K2 inside of Scorpio. So that may mean that there are some secrets that could actually come out and that could probably bring him maybe some money. Because the thing about it is that when those nodes are aspected or whatever, K2 and Rahu, it's a fated event that could lead to something. And see, he has Pluto conjunct K2 and Mars conjunct Pluto. The only thing is that his Mars is in Libra, not Scorpio. So who knows if it comes out that he actually is Bill Clinton's biological son, that could turn into a lawsuit, and he could get some transformative money. I mean, but it depends on what his ascendant is. So that's just something that could happen. So let's see here. His sun is inside of Sagittarius. His Mercury is inside of Scorpio. His Venus is inside of Sagittarius. And his moon looks to be inside of Libra. But it may be in Scorpio. But still. So yeah. I don't know. I need his ascendant to look at his full chart. And another thing is that his Chiron is inside of Gemini. So information is important inside of his life or karma. So that's the only thing I can see in regards to Danny Williams. But when I look at Bill Clinton's chart, that's when it seems like another story is being told. So let me pause for a second. Okay. So like I said about Danny Williams slash Clinton, his Rahu is inside of Taurus or North Node. So let's see here, Bill Clinton. Looking at Bill Clinton now, his dashas or whatever. Looking at using Vedic astrology. Back in 1984, Bill Clinton, his he was inside of the Rahu dasha, but also the moon dasha, the moon sub dasha, and so that means that transiting Rahu and moon were very important around that time, around 1984 through 1986. So Bill Clinton's moon is in Taurus, and Bill Clinton has an 8th house moon. So that means that something emotional could happen in regards to his finances and just something shocking happening. And that's why I said that Danny Williams, he might end up suing Bill Clinton if it comes out that Bill Clinton was actually his father and just denied all this stuff or whatever. Because it's from 1985 till now he's denied it, and Danny Williams is begged to have a DNA test done. So that's that. Let me pause for a minute. Okay, let's not forget that Bill Clinton is a Libra rising. So for Bill Clinton, his moon rules his 10th house, and so that has something to do with his career in regards to his 8th house moon. And not only that, but let me pause for a second. Okay, but not only that, I told you that on November 10th and 11th, this huge progression happened inside of Bill Clinton's chart, where his progressed Saturn, it made an aspect to his natal Mars, and his progressed Mars made an aspect to his natal Saturn, and they hit within one day. that they the exact aspects made an exact aspect on those exact days, the 10th and the 11th of November 1998. That's why, to me, it definitively proves that Danney Williams is actually Bill Clinton's biological son. And I was saying, I was writing in my notes that that aspect means that something happened with Bill Clinton that was emotional, depressing, and caused like fury. It's Saturn and it's Mars, and it's like something happened that was fated, and like that just caused the chaos. Isn't even because it's not chaos. It's just fury and depression. Like something that just could not be stopped, fated, and yeah. And the only thing that can make me think of something that will cause that is the birth of Danney Williams, because these progressions, even though they hit on November 10th and 11th of 1985, those progressions last, especially the slow moving on planets or whatever, they last for a very long time. And so Danney Williams, I believe, was born on December 7th, 1985. There is no doubt in my mind, looking at the astrology, that Danney Williams is Bill Clinton's biological son. Let's see, what else did I put? And then another thing is that progressed Mars was making an aspect to Bill Clinton's natal Saturn from his first house, and Bill Clinton's progressed Saturn was making an aspect to his natal Mars from the 10th house. So it was something with his image and his career in regards to that fated progression, or that the astrology during that period of time on November 10th and 11th. And like I said, being those planets move so slow, anything from October, November, December, and so on, it was a fated event. There's no doubt in my mind that Danney Williams is Bill Clinton's biological son. Looking at the astrology, I could be wrong, but anyway. And another thing is that Mars was in Scorpio, the sexual sign, and it also is the sign of secrets. I forgot to say in my video in regards to Hillary Clinton. I said that Hillary Clinton, her Mars is inside of Leo. That means that she was prideful. But also her sun is inside of Scorpio, so that means that she's secretive. But anyway, look back to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's progressed Mars, it made an aspect to his natal Saturn from the sign Scorpio, sexual secrets, and Saturn is just depression, or depressing, and like a block or a loss. Something just stops. And that was on November 10th, 1985. And then Saturn, making an aspect to Bill Clinton's natal Mars, it was in Leo. And Leo is like the kingship, is prideful, and etc. But it's Saturn. So it's like a block, a stopping of something. So yeah, if this came out, it would end Bill Clinton's kingship. This sexual secret, and Saturn in the kingship. Like, this is, anyway, I would say I hope it's not true, but looking at this, and again, I'm predicting this I predicted this way back before now, looking at back at my other videos or whatever, but still, today is August the 23rd, 2025, and it's the day of the new moon, I believe. Anyway, let me pause another, because I'm just trying to step, and I'm going through the notes, and like I don't want to waste time, so let me pause again. Okay, lastly, another thing that solidifies the to me that Danney Williams is Bill Clinton's biological son is the fact that for Danney Williams, his Jupiter sits at 13 degrees 25. Well, 13 degrees of Aquarius. And see, that's close or conjunct Jennifer Flowers' natal Jupiter, because her natal Jupiter is at 12 degrees of Aquarius, and it's also conjunct her natal Venus, which is in Aquarius as well, and it's at 14 degrees. So let me get to Monica Lewinsky too, and also Monica Lewinsky, her natal Jupiter is at 8 degrees of Aquarius. So I see all that to say that, and let me add one more thing, because maybe I'm significant too, because maybe this might blow up into something huge. But my natal Rahu is conjunct all of that inside of their charts. It's my natal Rahu is at 12 degrees in Aquarius. So whenever a transiting planet hits any one of our charts, something could happen in regards to just something could just happen. And I know that my Jupiter dasha, it begins later on this year, I believe around like November. And with Jennifer Flowers, her natal Jupiter is exactly conjunct my natal Rahu. And so is Danney Williams. His natal Jupiter is conjunct my natal Rahu. And Monica Lewinsky is conjuncted too. And I mean, it's just weird. I said that pretty much for some reason, it's like our paths crossing, it triggers something. And so all you need is just one big planet to hit that, and something could happen. And I mean, Pluto, I believe, is inside of Aquarius right now. So anyway, but I mean, it could be, but that could be aspected by a square or opposition or etc. So I'm not saying I'm that important, but I do have Pluto in my natal chart. I do have Pluto opposite my natal Mercury. So that means I can say something that's just explosive and just altering. And I'm saying right now, looking at the astrology, I think Bill Clinton is Danney Williams' biological father. Go figure. And I mean, let me pull this back out again. Cause I mean, I'm like, it threw me for a loop that the story about Jennifer Flowers. I thought that Monica Lewinsky was the only Monica Lewinsky. I mean, I never imagined that Jennifer Flowers was allegedly the first Monica Lewinsky, but now come to find out that Danney Williams' mother, a black woman, could have been the first quote unquote Monica Lewinsky. I mean, I was just like, what? Anyway, now I was picking up this quarter. Let me see here. Yeah, can you see that? They say that Bill Clinton's circumference is the circumference of a quarter, and he's like 5 inches. Go figure. And then here's JFK. You know, they assassinated JFK, just like they tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and they said Donald Trump had small hands. Go figure. I'm quoting the article. I think the article was from the article was the New Republic. So just Google it. The size of Bill Clinton's anatomy. Let's see here. What else did I want to say? Let me pause for a second. Okay, I guess I just wanted to add this. I said that this is fate, and it cannot be changed. Just like Bill Clinton may have tried to stop the pregnancy all the way back in 1985. I'm just saying allegedly for now. It's August the 23rd, 2025. But Bill Clinton should have been depressed and furious and emotional around November the 10th or the 11th, 1985. It's fate. It cannot be changed. So I keep repeating that. So I'm looking at October 11th, 2025, when his progressed Uranus is going to conjoin his natal Uranus. That is fated. It cannot be changed. It cannot be stopped. Now, the effects of it can be felt before or after that progression. And like I said, so that's October 11th, 2025. So I said that on January 17th, 2026 is when the same astrology that happened during the submission of the star report It's going to happen around, I believe, on January 17th, 2026. So, like I said, a lot of secrets came out, or a lot of Bill Clinton's secrets came out during when the Starr report was submitted, and I mean that's when Bill Clinton had to admit that he did have relations with Jennifer Flowers, and we thought that was the only big secret that he had. This might be the biggest secret. And he neglected a black child and his black mother, even though they're screaming Black Lives Matter and Me Too. All I know, I'm just saying allegedly for now, it's August 23rd, 2025. And my name is Ice Blue 33. I predicted this a few weeks back, but still. All I know is that between September and October, just shock. And really, I said in January 17, 2026, the same astrology that happened during the Monica Lewinsky scandal or whatever is going to happen, or the Starr report submission is going to happen on January 17th, 2026, and then also on the whole month of May. That's the same astrology as the impeachment that happened in 1999. And I also want to say this. I keep on saying the song that happened, that Monica. Well, no, it's Brandy's song, and Monica was, I believe, featured, but I just say both of them. So I was thinking about it. Hillary, her name ends in a Y. And Brandy, her name ends in a Y. And then Monica, like Monica Lewinsky. Go figure. And they're singing a song called "The Boy Is Mine." And I said, that damn boy is everybody. Looking at Bill Clinton. Holy shit. Like, so that song, it's been 27 years. That song came out on May, I believe, the 12th or the 19th, 1998. And the Monica Lewinsky scandal happened in 1998. And there was a song about "The Boy Is Mine." And I'm thinking about Hillary Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, and then Brandy and Monica. Anyway, and then like I said, also Resident Evil 3 with the villain named Nemesis screaming "Stars." It came out in 1999. And like I said, I keep on repeating myself, I bet you DC Douglas is not on the Epstein list. If there was an Epstein list, I mean, I watched 4 hours of Ghislaine Maxwell talking about, well, that situation. And I was looking at I was looking at the video that Forbes submitted, and kind of find out I had to do another search for something else. Now it came out that there's a 6-hour video. So I spent the whole 4 hours watching the video that Forbes submitted, and there's an even longer one. So I probably missed some information, and so I got to rewatch that stuff again. Anyway, so I'm just saying that I bet you DC Douglas is not involved inside of any crazy stuff or whatever. And anyway, he's the best voice actor in regards to Resident Evil. Let me just stop right there. Give him his job back and make a remake of, was it Resident Evil 5 or something like that? We want the original voice actor of, you know who we want. And again, in regards to The Boy Is Mine, that damn boy's everybody. looking at the doggone, looking at just what was. And also, I believe Danney Williams, he might sue the heck out of everybody because they all just ignored his cries for help. Anyway, I wonder if Black Lives Matter is gonna donate some money to Danney Williams, the original child of the original Monica Lewinsky, quote unquote. And I say allegedly for now, but looking at the astrology, all hell's about to break loose. Starting October, well, really probably September, October, January, and May. Anyway, again, it's August the 13th, 2025. See these two? $50. That damn boy's everybody's, and apparently he didn't have that much to offer. But apparently a lot of people were satisfied or not satisfied. Well, were unsatisfied. Anyway, We had 19 minutes. It's going to be hell to edit this video. Anyway, bye for now.